It's about that time for another edition of The Sixth Man. I'm your host, Josh Riley. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Friday. Hey, it's been another really good week in the NBA, and I am here to give you some of the top stories and highlights that have been going on. To start with, Mr. Dirk Nowitzki of the Dallas Mavericks. Yes, the correct pronunciation of his last name is Nowitzki. He's German, so the W has the V sound. It is not Nowitzki, as I have heard sports commentators call him, and it bugs the living hell out of me. But I digress. Anyway, Dirk Nowitzki, against my Lakers, of course, became the sixth player in NBA history to score 30,000 points in his career. Now that's huge. That's some very exclusive company. Coincidentally, he also scored his 20,000th point against my Lakers. So I sense that he just plays well against my squad. But he scored 30,000 points this week. He joins a very exclusive, short, legendary list, which includes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Wilt Chamberlain. Yeah, how's that for exclusive company? Try getting into that club. Yeah, good luck with that. 6 members only. But yeah, he has joined that elite group, and it's been no surprise, really. It's in his 19th season. He has been pretty much this scorer ever since he came in the league. He's not exactly a prototypical scorer. He kind of has that Larry Bird-esque type game. You know, the white guy that's not really athletic or anything, but he can shoot lights out. Yeah, that's Dirk, just taller. He's about close to 7 feet tall, kind of gangly looking, kind of, runs kind of awkwardly, but the dude could shoot from anywhere, and he has a beautiful rainbow jumper, and he also perfected what many are calling the second most unstoppable shot in the NBA history after Kareem's famous skyhook. And that's what I like to call the flamingo fadeaway, because it differs from a traditional fadeaway in that he lifts up one leg as he's fading away, which makes it harder for the defender to get close to him to block the shot. So it's definitely started to be copied by other players around the league because of its effectiveness. Everyone's doing the flamingo fadeaway now. So with that shot and just the way that he's been shooting for, throughout his 19-year career, easily puts him in that 30,000 point club. And he said he's not done yet. He wants to come back for a 20th season with Dallas. So I'm like, go ahead, man. Do your thing. Now, speaking of other people that haven't slowed down yet and are still chasing records, the Bionic Man himself, Mr. Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder, recorded his 31st triple-double this week, which ties him with the aforementioned Wilt Chamberlain. Yes, Wilt Chamberlain has a ton of records. He could probably stand to lose a few of them. But yeah, he tied Wilt Chamberlain for 31 triple-doubles in his season. That's the second most all-time, behind the great Oscar Big O Robertson, who recorded 41 in the 1961-62 season. And with about 18 games left in the season, it's pretty much a no-brainer that Westbrook is going to own sole possession of that number 2 spot by the time the season wraps up. And he's not showing any signs of slowing down. I'm still waiting for him to just run out of gas, but it's not happening. And the Thunder are still in the playoffs as of now. They're still in the 7th spot, and he's still averaging a triple-double. So he's making me look kind of good right now. Like, I'm liking that he's still doing it, because at the very beginning, before the season started, in another podcast I do, the Give and Go podcast, I pretty much predicted that Westbrook was going to have to average a triple-double for his Thunder to have any type of real success. And look at that. He's been doing it. And the Thunder have been successful. So keep doing your thing, Westbrook. Keep making me look good. Making me look very smart with you doing that. So, that's going to be exciting to see if he can keep that up and maintain that. Now, on Saturday, we have one of the biggest games of the year, if not the biggest game of the year, against the Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. Those are the 1 and 2 teams in the league as far as records go. And it's going to be the reason why it's going to be such a good game is the Spurs have quietly and efficiently been at or near the top of the NBA for years. Never much fanfare or anything, but they're always there. And as of now, they're only a game and a half back behind the Warriors. And the Warriors are coming in having lost 2 straight for the second time this season. The Spurs did lose yesterday as well, but they're looking good. And the Warriors are without Durant, so they've been kind of floundering just a little bit, but they're still a very formidable team. And this will be an opportunity for them to show that they still have that kind of strength and depth as a squad, and also for the Spurs opportunities to get closer to getting that number 1 spot. So that's going to be real exciting to see. I can't wait to see what's going to happen between that. It should be a lot of fun. I mean, they had one of the best games last year when Steph Curry hit that ridiculous 3 towards the end of double overtime to win the game against the Spurs. So look out for that on Saturday. And that does it for me on this edition of The Sixth Man. I'm sure there's going to be many, many more great things happening in the NBA, and I will be here to give them to you. Until next time, you can catch me on the Give and Go podcast with my boys West and Paul when we get a chance to do that. And that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Josh Riley. This is The Sixth Man. Peace.